Welcome so much, class. Today we want to discuss functions and equations. Lecture 1. Functions and equations. Functions and equations. Functions and equations. Thank you so much. So, this unit is called Management Mathematics 1. Management Mathematics 1. So under functions and equations, let us understand what we need to learn at the end of this lesson. 1, you are supposed to define a function. 2, you're supposed to explain the various types of functions. 3, you're supposed to explain the importance of functions. And then 4, you're also supposed to explain the various types of equations. So, what are functions? What are functions? Function is a relationship. Function. This is a relationship in which values of a dependent variable are determined by the values of one or more independent variable or variables. Therefore, we say a variable is a quantity that assumes different values in a particular problem. Independent variable is the variable that provides information that determines. So basically, that's what a function is. So we are looking at types of functions. Types of functions. Types of functions. Under the types of functions, we have polynomials, So here in polynomials, we will look at one thing. We will look at something called degrees. So we'll look at this first degree, and then the second degree, and then the third degree. In other words, first degree polynomial are what we call the linear functions. These are what we call the linear functions. This is y is equals to a plus b x. So that is a linear function. That's how it looks like. Let's go to the second degree. The second degree is what we call a quadratic function. A quadratic function is where y is equals to a plus bx plus bx squared. So here we do what? Here. As a curve. It can either be this way, it can be that way, depending. Fine. And then the last one here is what we call a cubic function. Here is y is equals to a plus bx squared plus bx cubed. So here, it will cut on this line twice. That is the function. So the y here. I hope we are clear. So we've said the first degree is a plus bx. This first degree is what we call a linear function. Second degree, this is what we call a quadratic function. And then the third degree is what we call a cubic function. I'm not sure whether we are good at that point or we are not good at that point. So ladies and gentlemen, allow us to, yes, that's what we say. We say this has one turning point, this has two turning points. That does not have any turning point. Fine. So, because it is a slope. The next thing we want to look at are the importance of functions. Functions are used to describe the relationship between two or more quantities used in business organizations. All these are theory, we have them in class. We'll have them in your notes. But so allow me to look at something, linear equations with one unknown. So now let's go to equations. So what are equations? So let us go to equations, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are through with this. It was just for us to understand. Let us go at equations. Let us look at equations. Now those are equations. Let us look at equations. Where we come from, equations is what we love. So we look at functions. So let's look at functions. Not functions, let's look at equations. So what are equations? We say equations are mathematical expressions that give relationships between variables. Mathematical expressions that give relationships between variables. They are written using symbols and constants. Fine. So let's look at some of the examples. So these are linear equation with one unknown. Linear equation with one unknown. So we are going to look at a linear equation with one unknown, ladies and gentlemen. So I know you forgive my handwriting, but of course you understand I'm a doctor. Fine. So let's look at 3x, not that, we can't start with that. Let us look at one with one unknown. Yes, 3x minus 7 is equals to 13 minus 4x plus 8. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, so our equation is 3x minus 7 is equals to 13 minus 4x plus 8. So let us look at it bit by bit. So how do we start? We start on 3x. So we say 3x, we take minus 7 to the other side, it will be a positive. Therefore, it will be 3x. If we take it this other side, it will be a positive. And then 4x, if we take it this other side, it will be also a positive. So plus 4x is equals to, this goes to the other side, it becomes a positive. Positive 7 plus, because this plus 13 plus 8. Therefore, 3 plus 4 is equals to 7x is equals to 7 plus 13, 20, 28. Therefore, x is equals to 7 divided by this, 7, and then 7 is equals to, now let's do this so that somebody can understand. So we say 7x divided by 7 is equals to 28 divided by 7. So x is equals to 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're good. That's our first equation. Let us try and look at another equation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at another equation. Let us have the equation as 2x plus 6 minus 4 is equals to 3x minus 2 minus, no, we can't have 2x, minus 2 plus 4. So ladies and gentlemen, so how do we start? Let's start. we said we put like terms together. What are the like terms? They are known. They are known. So we have 2x here. Here we have 2x positive. So what do? We get to the other side. On the other side, it becomes a negative. Therefore, it will be 2x minus 3x. Do you understand? And then now we have this positive 6. If it goes the other side, it will become a negative. Negative 4, if it goes the other side, it becomes a positive. Therefore, it will be negative 2 plus 4, then minus 6 plus 4. So this and this is equals to negative x is equals to negative 2 plus 4 minus 6 plus 4. What do we get? So let's take it slow. Negative 2 plus 2 is that is 2. 2 minus 6, that is a negative, sorry. Negative 2 plus 2, let's take it slow. Let's take it this way. 4 plus 4 minus 2 minus 6. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So this is 8 minus 2 minus 6. Wait, 8 minus 2 is a what? Is a 6, minus 6 is a 0. So x is a 0. It can't be a 0. So we have negative 2 plus 2 is a negative 2 plus 4 is actually a 2. Is a 2 because the 2. Then 2 minus 6 is a negative 4. Plus 4 is a 0. 5. So our x is 0. Therefore, of course, this is just an hypothesis. So it's equals to x is equals to negative 0. Of course, we can't have this. But basically, this is the assignment. This is the assumption. Let's have another one, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get something that will not make our head run mad. Eh? Fine. So this one, this is 9x minus 4x minus 3 is equals to 11 plus 4x minus 2. Let's have another that we get from the book. Now we get from the book, we are sure we're okay. So here, so we say, so 9x minus 4x is a, so we say, we'll take 9x minus 4x, then this is a 4x. We take each other side, it becomes a minus. Minus 4x is equals to this, we take it to the other side, becomes a positive 3 plus 11 minus 2. So this is 9 minus 4 is a 5x. 9 minus 5x, you understand? Or negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. So this is x is equals to 3 plus 11, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 2 is a what? Is a 12. So x is equals to 12. I hope that is the answer. Hope that is the answer. Yes, if it is that. Let us have the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the last one. So the last one we can say 2x minus 6 is equals to 4 plus 3x minus 2. So how are we doing it? So we'll take positive. We'll take like terms, not positive, like terms. So we have 2x. This is 4, this is 3x minus 3x is equals to negative 6. On the other side becomes a positive 6 plus 4 minus 2. So this is negative x is equals to 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. So negative 1 or negative 1. So x is equals to negative 8. So ladies and gentlemen, what we have done, this is what we've done. So what we've done basically is, once you have such an equation, you first of all pick the like terms. So as here, this is 3x. Let me use this. Here, let's use this. This is 9x minus 4x minus 3 is equals to 11 plus 4x minus 2. So in other words, what are we saying? We pick the like terms. 9x minus 4x, then we also read this 4x. 4x, we cross it over, it becomes a minus here, minus 4x. So it's equals to 3. This 3 was the other side. We crossed it over. It becomes a positive, positive 3. And then there's 11, no, it was plus 11, and then minus 2. This is our answer. We also come down here, ladies and gentlemen, we check. 2x minus 6 is equals to 4 plus 3x minus 2. What are we having? We collect the like terms. The like terms are 2x, it remains as it is. Then we pick 3x, 3x is a positive. If it crosses over, it becomes a negative. So it becomes a negative 3x, which is equals to this negative. When it crosses over, it becomes a positive 6. So positive 6 plus 4, which is this, minus 2, which is here. So what are we getting here? 3 minus x, 3, 2 minus 3 is a negative 1. So that is 1 here. This is the same as negative 1. And then 6 plus 4 is a 10, minus 2 is a 8, 8. So what do? We remove the negative. We substitute so that we remain with an x. X becomes 8. Do you understand? Allow me also to teach you something, ladies and gentlemen. There's this. There is where, if you get a point where there is a positive times a negative, our answer will become a negative. If there's a point where there's a negative times a negative, our answer becomes a positive. Where there's a positive times a positive, our answer still becomes a positive. I don't know if you understand. If there's a negative plus a negative, the answer is a what? Is a negative. If a negative minus a negative, the answer is a positive. So allow us to remember all this. So what does it mean? It means, this is the example. A positive times a negative. Here. What is a positive times a negative? So we still don't have a positive times a negative. Okay, we have something called a division. We have, if it's a positive divided by a negative, the answer is a negative. If it's a negative divided by a negative, the answer is a positive. You understand? So here, if this here, if this is a negative, negative 1, we divide, a negative divided by a negative, it becomes, you remove it. It is out, It substitutes itself. So if this negative you divide by a positive, it becomes a negative. So that's what we've been doing. A negative. I don't know if you understand. Because now, it removes itself. So that is it. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, there's always the chat box where you can answer. Fine. So ladies and gentlemen, I think we are good. We are good with that. So allow us to go to the next thing. We want to go to the next thing. The next thing so will be a what? Allow us to go to the next thing. The next thing will be fine. So let us look at the next thing. So the next thing, we want to look at something called simultaneous equations. So this is one unknown. So if the unknowns become two unknowns, something called simultaneous equations. Under simultaneous equations, there are two ways we can use to solve under simultaneous equation. One will be called elimination. Then we also have substitution. And then the other one is substitution, elimination, graphical and matrix. Graphical and matrix. So this is A, B, C, and D. So these are the methods that we'll do what? That we'll use. A, B, C, D. These are the methods we'll use to solve it. Elimination, substitution, and graphical methods. So let us look at one that we can use. Let's start with elimination. I always love elimination because elimination is easy. Elimination is very easy, extremely easy. So let's have an example of an elimination method. We will take 11x plus 4y is equals to what? Is equals to 10. Then we also have 2x plus y is equals to 7. In the other equations that we looked at, ladies and gentlemen, you will realize there are only two things. Number one, we were doing one unknown. But now in this one, there are two unknowns. So there's an x and then there's a y. So an x and y, where do we start from? So what do we do? So let's look at elimination method. Elimination method means you are first eliminating one unknown. You remain with this, then after remaining with this, you go back and find the unknown that you eliminated. So how do we start? This is how we start, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll take this coefficient, the coefficient of x, this figure, these 2 and this 11. You will multiply. These 2 you multiply with this equation, and then this 11 you multiply with this equation. Such that these 2, this becomes 0. And then you get the difference. So let me walk with you, ladies and gentlemen. So 11x plus 4y is equals to 10. Then 2x plus y is equals to 7. So what do we do, ladies and gentlemen? This is what we've said. You will take 2 here, 11 here. Therefore, 2 times 11 will be 22x plus 4y, sorry, not 4y, plus 8 is equals to 2 times 10, 20. And then 11 times 2 is 22x plus 11y is equals to 11 times 10 is 77. I don't have a negative. Yeah, we actually have a negative, sorry. But it's fine, yeah? It's fine. Let's just solve it that way. Let's solve it that way. Then the next thing is, this is the next thing. So after that, we find the difference. So 22x minus 22x is a 0. Then 8y minus 11y, that's a what? 8, 9, 10, 11, that's 3y. Is equals to 20 minus 77, that is 57. So y is equals to 57 over 3. Then y is equals to what? 3 goes here once. Let me carry my calculator. 3 goes here once. Let me go bring my calculator. Fine, let's continue. So we are at 57. So first let's it needs to be a, it should be a minus in the first place. It should be a minus, sorry. It should be a minus. Minus 57 minus 57. So it should be negative 57 divided by 3. Negative 19, yes. Negative 19. So y is equals to negative 19. Then now after we found y, we come here. So what do we say? We say here, we say 2x plus y is equals to 7. Therefore, 2x plus y is a negative 19 is equals to 7. Then 2x, so here is 2x is equals to, no wait, let's multiply. Plus minus, plus times minus is a minus, that's what we said. So it becomes 19 is equals to 7. Therefore, 2x is equals to 19 minus 7. 19 minus 7, 12 is equals to 12. Therefore, x is equals to 6. So ladies and gentlemen, we have our answer. We have our y, here is y, here is our y, and then here is x. Good or is not good? Wonderful. Fine. Let's get another example, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get another example. Let's get another example. This one was 19. So let's get another example. Another example can be 12x plus 3y is equals to 5, and 20x plus, no, these are very big numbers. So we go to big numbers. So you can say 3x plus 9y is equals to 6. So find x and y using elimination method. Using elimination method. Elimination here. Using elimination method. Solve using elimination method. Fine. So how do we solve, ladies and gentlemen? Let's come here. As we said, we multiply this over by this. So this is what we do. So we say 12x plus 3y is equals to 5, and 3x plus 9y is equals to 6. So how do we solve? So 3 here and 12 here. So 3 times 12 is a what? 36. 36. It's good to be clean, 36x plus 9y is equals to 15. Whereas 36x plus 9 times 12. Oh, what times 9? 108y is equals to 12 times 6, 72. 72. Now let's get the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the difference. So this and this becomes a 0 plus 9y minus 108. So we minus 108. Just the same case here. We also did it here. Where is it? We deleted. Yes, just the same case here. We also minus. So it's 2 minus 77. Yes. 8 minus 2. Yes. Fine. So we say 9 minus 108. 9 minus 108. 99. 99y is equals to 15 minus 72. Negative 5, 7. 9 minus 108 should be a negative 199. Then let's continue. So how do we find y? So y is equals to, so we say 99y minus negative 99 is equals to 57 over negative 99. Therefore y is equals to 57 over 99. So once we found it that way, what do? We come to this equation. We can come to this equation. So 12x plus 3y is equals to 5. Therefore 12x plus 3 into 57 over 99 is equals to 5. Therefore 12x is equals to 5 minus 3, 57 over 99. Therefore 12x is equals to, this should be 2. This is 2, 57 over 99. Therefore 12x divided by 12 times 12. So x is equals to, this is the number. That's how we do it. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're good. So what have we said? We've said under elimination method, ladies and gentlemen. Under elimination method. These are your two equations. They're called solving for simultaneous equations. So there's 12x plus 3y minus 5 and 3x plus 9y is equals to 6. So what do? You multiply this 3 into the first equation and this 12 in the second equation here. You get a what? You get a 36. This is it. We've done the multiplication. It becomes a 0. Then you divide this times this 36. This times this becomes a 9. This times this becomes a 15. 12 times 3 becomes 36. 12 times 10 becomes 108. 12 times 6 becomes 72. Get the difference here. Then let's find y. The same case as this. This one looks easier. These are our two equations. From our two equations, we've said what? We use 2 and 11, the coefficients. 2 times 11, 2 times 11x becomes 22x. 2 times 4y becomes 8y. 2 times 10 becomes 20. And then let's go to 11. 11 times 2 becomes 22x. 11 times y becomes 11y. 11 times 7 becomes 77. Get the difference here, becomes 0. Here becomes 3y. Here becomes a negative 47. Y becomes divided by 3 becomes 19. Substitute this 19 in this equation here. 2x plus 7 is equals to 7. Therefore, it's 2x plus negative 9 because y was a negative 9 is equals to 7. Once we do what do we get? We get a 6. Hope you are good, ladies and gentlemen. It is easier, and again, it is very hard. But is there anything easy or hard? Nothing has come in the face of the earth that is easy. Fine. So what we've done so far, we have done something called elimination method. Elimination method. That is what we call elimination method. So now what we do, we want to look at substitution method. We still look at this, but now we want to do what we call substitution method. Substitution method. Substitution method. Substitution method. So we are going to look at something called substitution method. Substitution. Let's look at this. Substitution method. Let us look at. So solving using substitution. So this is our equation, ladies and gentlemen, for us to understand quickly. 11x plus 4y is equals to 10. Second equation is 2x minus y is equals to 7. So under substitution method, what are we supposed to do under substitution method? The other elimination, you are taking 2 in this equation, take this coefficient of x, 2 times all of this. And then 11 times this, what you eliminate this. But now we do substitution. Substitution basically is, you come here. Let us find y. I think finding y is easier. So we can decide to say, how do we find y? We form the third equation. So we say negative y is equals to 7 minus 2x. So y is equals to negative 7 plus 2x. Do you know what we've done? Basically, we have multiplied negative 1 in all this. We talked about it previously. Negative times a negative divided by a negative is a negative. Negative divided by a positive is a negative. Negative divided by a negative is a negative. So it is a positive. So this is our answer. Then once we find this, because now we have y, we come and substitute it here. So we can say 11x plus 4y is equals to 10. Therefore, 11x plus y is, so 4 into negative 7 plus 2x is equals to 10. I hope you are clear, because we are now substituting this y into this equation. Then we say 11x plus 4 times 7. What are we getting? We talked about it. When you multiply a positive times a negative, what are we getting? We say it's a negative. Therefore, it is negative 28, isn't it? positive times negative 28, and then plus 4 times 2, positive, so that is a positive. 4 times 2 is a 8x is equals to 10. Hope you are clear. Then we take the like terms. 11x plus 8x minus 28 is equals to 10. Then 11 plus 8 is equals to 19x is equals to 10 plus 28. It's a negative. If it crosses over, it becomes a positive. So 19x is equals to 38. So x is equals to 2. We'll divide it. 5. But again, we were told, if we remember, x is equals to 2. This is y. So what is y? Therefore, y is equals to negative 7 plus 2x. Then we substitute it here. So we say y is equals to negative 7 plus 2 into 2. So this is 2 times 2, this is 4. 4 plus 7 is a 3. So y is equals to positive 3. So y is equals to positive 3, x is equals to positive 2. We can say to confirm. Let's confirm. X is a 2, y is a 3. So let us confirm. So let's confirm to know whether they were right. So we say y, x is a 2. So you can say 2 times 2 minus 3. Okay. 2 times negative x. X is a 2. 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Sorry about that thing. I think we've there's something we've lost, eh? It is good that we've seen it. There's something we've lost. Allow us to rectify it just now before we forget. Here. So, you see here? We are still okay. You see here? We said y is equals to negative 7 plus 2x. This. Like I see here. 2x. Y is 2x. Here. Y is equals to negative 7 plus 2x. So y is equals to negative 7 plus 2. So this is negative 7 plus 4. Should be a negative 3. So I think now we are good. I was wondering, amekula banki. So we go to, so we say 2x, where is x? X is 2 minus y, negative 3 is equals to 7. Is equals to what? Let's find. So 2 times 2, that is 4. Negative 2 plus negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 3. Is equals to 7. Tuko sawa. This is the best class. Best! Sasa, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're through with that. Is it okay if we do another one? Let's do one more. Then we'll do what? After doing the one more, we can now say we are the best. Let's do one more tafadhali. Tafadhali tufanye ingine moja. One more. Fine. Let us have one more time. One more time. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get an assignment here. Okay? We are falling down. I'm trying to get one more. 11x. Yes, I've got one here. This one is, this is 2x minus 5y is equals to 16, and 3x plus 2y is equals to 5. Asante sana. Tumemalizana nayo. Malisa. So let's look at it, ladies and gentlemen. So we said it's substitution. So what do? We form the third equation. Let's form it from this. So we'll say 2y is equals to 5 minus 3x. So y is equals to 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2x. So that's our y. That's our y. Fine. Let's now substitute here. So therefore 2x minus 5y is equals to 16. 2x minus 5y is what? 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2x is equals to 16. So 2x minus, what are we getting? Let us use our calculators, ladies and gentlemen. So we say 5 times 5 over 5 times 5 over 2, 12. So we have 12 and 1 over 2. Minus times this becomes a positive. So we say 5 times 3 over 2 becomes a 7 over 1 over 2. X is equals to 16. So what do? We say 2x minus 12 times 2, 2x plus 7 half x is equals to 16 plus 12 half. So we have 2 plus 7 and so I'm trying to do it easier, but you can decide 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 15. So you can say 2x plus 7 times 2, 14, 15. 15 over 2x is equals to 16 plus 2 times 2, 24, 25. 25 over 2. So 2 plus 15 over 2 is equals to 9. 9 and 1 over 2 is equals to x is equals to 16 plus 25 over 2 is 28 over 1 over 2. So what do? We multiply by 9 over 2, multiply by 9, 1 over 2. So it's equals to 28 divided by 9 times 2, 18, 19. 19 divided by 3. So x is equals to 3. Fine. So this 3 will come here. So here what we say? We say y, let me put it here. Y is equals to 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2x. Therefore y is equals to 5 over 2 minus x is 3. 3 over 2 by 3. Multiply by 3. So what do we say? We say 3 times 3 over 2. So we say 5 over 2 minus 4 and 1 over 2, which is equals to 5 over 2 minus 4 times 8, 9. 9 over 2. The LCM is the same, so we just minus, it's a negative. So let's give it a try. So we say minus 5 over 2. We're getting a negative 2. So negative 2 is a y. So y, do you have a negative 2? X is a 3. We can decide to give it a try here. Let's give it a try. So we say, let's do this one. We say x is a 3. 3 times 2 is a 6 minus 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is what? Is a 10. So it's a positive 16. Tuko sawa, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're good. Umeelewa? I was trying to take it slow using a calculator so that you're also able to use a calculator. But either way, you can still use it this way. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, allow me to explain first. As you have to explain, we say it here. We say it in the paper. Let us confirm first whether this, what I did here, I got it right. Where is y? Okay, fine. So this is what we said. We said 2x minus 5y is equals to 16. Yet 3x plus 2y is equals to 5. So what do? We substitute. We create another equation. 2y from this, 2y is equals to 5 minus 3x. Then we find y. Once we get y, we come and substitute it here. Here is y. So this is y. So this is it, 16. Once you do all this, you get your x. It's a 3. Then once you get it a 3, you substitute it here. Here. Y here in this 3. So y is equals to 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2x. So 3 over 2x is here. And x was 3. This is 3. Then this is our answer. We get negative 2. Do you understand? Negative 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much. We are going to look at the last thing. I know we are tired, exhausted, but we've done this class because sometimes it becomes hard to explain to us how the class is. And online class that is computation becomes hard to explain. But now with this team, we are good. The other graphical and matrix, we'll do them in the next what? In the next lessons. But for now, at least we've done 2. So before further ado, they say before further ado. Before further ado, I want to do one thing. We talked about quadratic. There's the first degree, second degree, third degree, the polynomials. So we're going to look at quadratic, functions of a quadratic. So a quadratic, we will look at quadratic. This quadratic, what types of quadratic? What types of roots does the equation have? Okay, fine. Let's look at the roots. We said the quadratic graph are like this. They're either like this or like this. Is it? That's what we said. Fine. So a quadratic equation is equals to x is equals to negative b minus plus into brackets b minus 4ac over 2a. Mboga wasi mboga. And then there's something we've forgotten. We've forgotten this. Good. So mark this thing. So that is our quadratic equation. So anytime you get a formula, you must understand that's a quadratic equation. So let us have a quadratic equation here. Let's have a quadratic equation. That is a quadratic what? So that's a quadratic formula. So let's have a equation. 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. In other words, there is something called A, B, and C. A, B, and C. A, B, and C. A, B, and C. So these This is the coefficient of A. That is the coefficient of B. You know, here is where we mess. Here is the coefficient of A, and that is the coefficient of B, and that is the coefficient of C. Hope we are clear. In other words, coefficient of A is equals to 5. Coefficient of B is equals to 3. That's a negative 3. Coefficient of C is equals to 1. So once we do it this way, we are able to understand it. We are able to understand it. So let me take us slowly. We've said the coefficient of A. Hope the formula is clear. Coefficient of A. So here, where there is A, we put 5. So here we'll put 5. Here we'll put 5. We're through with A. Let's go to B. B is negative 3. So where we have B, here, negative 3. Here, negative 3. That's it. The last is C. Coefficient of C. Where do we have C? We only have one C. So, let's do it. Fine. So let's do it. So here we have So this is our equation. This is our equation. So find the root of that equation. So we've said our formula is equals to negative B. We've said our formula is equals to negative B minus plus into brackets B squared minus 4AC. Make sure this is covered, and then cover from here to here. Then you say 2A. So find the root of which equation? This is the equation we want to find the root of. 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. Fine. So let us do what? Let us do the substitution. Let us put where the... So we say the coefficient of A is here. So negative B. Where is negative B? This is negative B. So it will be negative B, negative 3. Is this? Plus minus into bracket B squared AB, B squared. So negative 3 squared minus 4 times A. Where is A? Where is A? A is 5. 5 times C. Where is C? C is 1. 1. Then do this. Then that is 2 times 5. Ladies and gentlemen, are we clear? Are we clear? Are we clear or we are not clear? Very simple. Are we clear? Let's say again. This is negative B. The coefficient of B is this. So negative B is a negative 3. That's the coefficient of B. Minus or plus, sorry. It is a minus or plus. I don't know why I like putting a lot of minuses. It's not right. In the face of God. Then negative 3. Then we have minus 4. And then we have A. The coefficient of A is a 5. We'll put it here. And then the coefficient of C, which is 1, we'll put it here. And then 2 times 5. Kali ama si kali? Tamu ama si tamu? Aya, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. So we will have negative 3. So is equals to 3 minus plus. This one is negative 3 times 2, that is 9, minus 4 times 5 times 1. So 4 times 5 is 20. 20, isn't it? 4 times 5. That's a 20, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 4 times, that is 20. Then over 10. So it is 3 minus plus, that is negative. This thing must be wrong. How do you find the square root of a negative? That thing must be wrong. I think you're using the wrong equation. We're going to that equation. That equation is wrong. X is 3x minus this equation is wrong. This equation This equation must be wrong. We can't have such an equation. This squared is 9. 9, yes. 11, that's wrong. How do you find the square root of 11? So negative 11 times square root of 11. It's a marked error. So ladies and gentlemen, we cannot get a square root of this. So let us have a difference of this thing. We cannot get an answer. You don't give us an answer. Because how do you find the square root of a negative? That will never work. So what we can do basically, let us get so there's 3x squared minus 11 minus times 1. Minus 11x minus 1. 3x squared. So we are sorry about it. We can't get an answer. It will give us a mark error. So if you get such an answer, once it reaches here, what do? You just give it an error. You give it an error. Because now we can't get an answer. Yeah, we can't get an answer. Okay, we'll get an answer, but it will not be complete. So if it comes in the exams, what do? Just reach until that point. Leave it from there. So let's look at something that can be solved. Let's look at something solvable. So there is 3x squared minus 11x minus 1 is equals to 0. Let us hope the man did not miss this guys that said that. Fine. So let us substitute. So this is ABC. This is ABC. Fine. So at B, so we have negative B, negative 11 squared, minus plus B, negative 11 squared, minus 4 times A is 3 times 1, 2 times 3. So what are we getting? 11 squared is 11 times 11 is 121 minus 121, then minus plus 11 squared 121 minus 4 times 3 12 over 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, is equals to negative 121 minus plus. Let us see whether the calculator now will work, or it will give us an error. Because the other one would have given us an error. 121 minus 12 is equals to 109. 1044. So we'll get 10.44. I can say 2 square root 44 over 6. No. That is after the square root over 6. Therefore, answers will either be negative 121 minus 1044 over 6, or negative 121 plus 10.44 over 6. So what are we getting? Negative 121 minus 10.44. 131.44 over 6, or 121 plus 104, sorry, plus 10.44 divided by 6. Where is the same number? It can't be the same number. It can't be the same number. So one negative, this should be a negative. Because negative 121 minus 10.44, yes, over 6.
Then this is negative 121 plus 10.44. Yes, so, or 110.56 over 6. So divide by 6, what are you getting? Negative 18.43. Negative 131.44 divided by 6, what are we getting? 21.906, just say 7 or 0.1. I am tired.
For the day, that is enough for the day. We cannot go beyond that. That one is impossible. I hope I've done it well, but in the next class, we'll start with this. We'll start by repeating this. I think I'm so tired. Thank you. Any question, you have my number. Call me, text me. God bless us so much, team.